Hello guys, I'm back. So this is how it looks like when it has been baked for, if I'm not wrong, it was like half an hour, 30 minutes in 200 degrees. So as you can see, the crust is pretty, it's so bright. It's pretty crusty and it's easy to cut. As you can see, every cut was quite clean. So how do I manage to cut them so evenly? I'm just gonna pick up one and show you how it looks like after you have cut them. So how do you cut them evenly? Here is my tricks. Usually it's there is a tools that you can buy with the cutter where you just put into the baking form and it will cut by itself. That is used by the professional baker, but for me, since I'm a home baker, what I do is I use just any ordinary cardboard. So I cut the size that I want, and because I'm making 60 of the cake, so I have to make sure that I reaches exactly 60 cakes on each baking form. And how do I calculate that? I usually calculate by the length and the breadth, and then I divide it by 30, and then more or less you will get the dimension. So this is the dimension that I have cut out. And what I do is that I get another cardboard, which is a bit longer. So you see the dimension is exactly the same, right? So I just fold this cut into a square, and then it becomes like cubes. So every one is perfectly cut, and this is how I do it when I have a big party, just to make sure that, Swedish, everything have to be fair and square, right? So if you cut one piece is too big, then it's people will complain. All right, so this is my trick. I hope you find this useful. You don't have to go and buy tons of tools to cut them evenly. So I have did a taste test. This is how it looks like from the inside. I've cut them. Oh, the focusing is really bad. Let me just see if I can focus again. Yeah, now. So I cut the side of the cake. This is actually the side of the edge here. So I did a taste test. It was really good, guys. Trust me. It's you have to try this to 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 know what I'm saying. So as you can see, the cake are quite loose. It's quite airy in the center, but it is because I have split them. But otherwise, it's kind of compact. Yeah, and the center is the vanilla flavors, the vanilla casella and the creme fraiche. It's a bit slightly LG said it's a bit acidic. I think it's because of the strawberry flavors that I use. So if you don't want to have acidic flavors, try and use the natural one. So I have already cut almost the whole of this, and usually what I do is I transfer them into this kind of a plastic container, and this plastic container comes with a hole like this, and then it keeps the cake. And what I do is that before I close them and put them in the freezer, I get a piece of paper and just cover them so that it stay moist, or rather not moist but dry towards. So, and it's easier for you to take it later because of next funeral, which is on Thursday. So I have to put them in the refrigerator. You can also freeze it, but then the funeral is quite early, so I don't know if I should freeze it, but maybe I probably put in the refrigerator. So this is how I prepare when I bake. This is not oil, this is just a shadow. So I'm gonna cut, and then I'm gonna just put them over, and just 2 layers will do. If you put too too many layers, then it will be pressing each other. Then the crust might not be that nice. You might get crushed. So 2 layers is enough. You wanted this box where I got it? I got it from IKEA. And it is actually not a Tupperware or not a Tupperware, not a plastic container. It is actually for the children toys. And I got this from the job, from my job. So whenever I bake, we have all this. So I brought this home because I knew that I'm going to bake. So this is stackable. So every time when I make cakes and cookies, I just put them with layers of paper so I can stack them in the freezer. So every time when we have an event, I just take one out. It's pretty convenient, isn't it? It's about 30 cakes in one. And then I always put like a label, 30, and then I put the date when I bake them so it doesn't get too old. It's good to know when you bake them so you know you're getting something that is not expired. So I'm finishing this. I've just taken pictures and I will be putting up on my Instagram. So again, this is the same. Actually, by right, you should cut off the edges so that it looks even nicer. It looks like more professional like this. But when I make this, I realized we just cut one piece at the edge there. Me and LG, we just want to try out because it's actually 2 recipes. One is with the Philadelphia and one is with the creme fraiche. So LG find that the one with the Philadelphia is a bit nicer because he likes sweet. For me, I doesn't like sweet, and I think sugar is really harmful for the body. So for me, I prefer the Castella, which is the lactose free Castella and lactose free creme fraiche. So for me, my choice is definitely this. It's much healthier compared to the Philadelphia cheese. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, please share this, and of course, hopefully you consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and I hope to see you soon in my next video. Bye bye. The weather is getting darker now. See you. Bye, guys. Let me just take a screenshot here. Ciao.